I didn't see anyone make a video about this, so I'm here to make a short video talking about how to parry cancel. So what is parry canceling? Parry canceling allows you to spam parry faster than you normally would be able to by allowing you to skip the animation that you would have to play when you miss parry and allow you to re-enter the front of the parry animation faster. This is important because the front of the parry animation is the window where you can actually parry. So that blue attack I just got hit by, you might also get hit by, because compared to the other blue indicator attacks, it kind of has a different parry timing. There's a Reddit post that talks about it, I'll attach it in the description if you want to read it. In the next clip, I'm going to show you 3 parries by just spamming the parry button, and then I'm going to show you 3 swings that are done by spamming parry canceling. As you can see, when you're spamming parry canceling, you're able to enter 3 parries much faster than you would be able to by just spamming the parry button normally. So actually doing the parry cancel is really easy. All you have to do is, instead of just hitting the parry button, when you're doing the parry cancel, you just need to hit the parry and the melee button at the same time. The only other important thing that you should know is that you want to equip a melee weapon that's a fencing type. You can still do this with a balance type weapon, but if you spam, a lot of your parries may be turned into blocks and not full-on parries, but that's honestly still sort of okay. What you really don't want to do is equip a block type weapon, because then you can't parry at all, and those type of weapons are basically useless right now. To show you how this works in practice, here's a clip of me getting swarmed in a 2-man tug difficulty 4 mission, and all I'm really doing is spamming the parry cancel key and going for a couple of gun strikes and using dodge to dodge the unparryable orange attacks. So if you're doing this in an actual mission and you're getting swarmed, what you want to do is to put your back against the wall, or ideally a corner. The reason we do this is that when you're parrying, you still need to be facing the general direction of the enemy that's hitting you, unless it's a blue indicator parry. Here, the Tyranids get so bored because they keep getting parried that they decide to go after my teammates instead. So anyways, I'm pretty sure that you can still hit blue indicator parries without facing them, as long as you get the timing right. As to why I tell you to put your back against the wall, or ideally a corner, is because as you saw in this clip, I took a lot of damage from the range mobs, and my teammates playing a Bulwark, so neither one of us are really high range. So if you put your back against the corner, it's easier for you to break line of sight and not get shot at. And if you're wondering why I'm not going for a lot of those earlier gun strikes, it's because this Vanguard I'm leveling is like level 13 or something, and I'm not even sure Vanguard gets a perk where non-execute gun strikes give you an armor back. Without that perk, if I go for a lot of these gun strikes, I'm going to go HP negative because the other mobs are going to be hitting me while I'm locked in an animation, or I might even get heavy staggered out of it and lose a lot of HP, so it's not really worth going for. If I was playing my main, which is Bulwark, I would probably go for a lot more of these strikes, because with gaining 1 armor back on the gun strike, I can go HP neutral and I get the damage off. So to recap, what you want to do is equip ideally a fencing weapon. Balance is okay, don't use a block weapon. You want to hit parry and the melee button at the same time, and you want to put your back against the wall, or ideally a corner. Bulwark's going to be the best class for this in my opinion, because the main downside of using a fencing weapon for a parry build is that you won't be able to use block for ranged attacks. But Bulwark, since he gets a shield, even if you use a fencing weapon, if you just hold parry down normally, you can still block as if you had a block weapon. So, if you have any questions, don't, because I probably don't know the answer to it either. I don't really play any of the other classes other than Bulwark and this Vanguard I'm leveling. I'll attach my Bulwark's build in some pictures in the description if you're interested, but I can't even guarantee that that's the optimal way to play Bulwark. So basically, if you spam parry cancel, a lot of the melee portion of the game will basically play itself. You're not going to be cutting through hordes real fast, but you should be losing the least amount of HP while doing so. And even when you get better at parrying, and you don't need to spam no more, I would recommend still using the parry cancel, because sometimes you're going to hit a parry, and then you're going to notice you're about to get hit, and sometimes mashing there is going to stop you from taking that second hit.